I guess we have to watch it from here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your host, Adontron from NerdTots. I hope you like the new intro voice.
Is that what we're
I'm not.
going with?
I'm not going with this for long. Uh, sorry about being a little bit late tonight. Life found a way. I took a
Oh,
nap.
Jurassic Park now.
That's right. And we are joined today by the film combatant Angel and Kim.
But it's actually, I'm going with Tales of Two Bros, our new channel.
We're joined by the Tales of Two Bros. Kim's gonna
No, we're going.
Kim's gonna
I'm not
adopt the film combatant. She's taking over. Is a
the other
hostile
half,
takeover.
other half of the. But also, well, two videos are up: Mortal Kombat and Army of the Dead, the re-edited version. I had to, God, thank God I re-edited it because it was horrible. And Will Morris, thank you for leaving your comment. It was he kind of matched our thoughts too on those
Nice.
2. Mm-hmm.
Validation is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we got some people joining in. Zoe looks like she got in. I mean,
Hi, Zoe.
I see technically Tales of Two Bros is first in the chat, but you don't count. You're already
Cheating.
here. It's cheating.
I know.
So
Cheating.
Zoe
I know.
technically taking the reign back for being first in the chat. Way to go.
You go, girl.
Closely
Yeah,
followed
yeah. You
by
just go, Patty.
No,
Rich's comic
girls
book.
rule the world.
Girls rule the world.
By the way, Zoe, what do you think of the layout here, or Rich? Either of you, do you like the new immersive look that we got going on here? And I tried changing up the title a little bit, so interested in to see how everybody thinks about that. And I'll have a thumbnail soon that will be worthy of our watch parties. Actually, I really do. My guys got back to me. He showed me the sketch. He's almost done with it, and
Mm,
it's gonna be fun. So I'm really,
nice.
really excited. But oh, Rich
Uh-huh.
says we look good, so
Oh,
success.
Oh,
thanks,
yes.
Rick. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it,
Well,
buddy.
let me
I've
get out
been
of the
I've been
way.
trying. Thank you. I appreciate you taking note.
I mean,
It's awesome.
I
I've
might
been
have to get out of the
replaced.
way for that ego too.
Yeah, I've been replaced.
You know what? You should probably no. You can probably, if you want to, you can take a right or go down the hallway. So then around the block. It's all good.
This is why you all need to be filming outside because there's not enough space in that room for that ego.
I don't even know it outside either. So,
You
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you. On that note, we're gonna switch it
know.
up and go to let's talk about Star Wars. Is the last time we left off, we had the episode where we got reintroduced back to Crosshairs. He cornered them into they were still at the shipyard gathering supplies, and
Mhm.
he cornered them, and they were trying to get back Omega, and he was gonna kind of fry them. Crosshairs got injured in the process. Omega got captured by Cad
Bane.
Cad Bane, and it looks like
bounty
they're
hunter.
the bounty hunters, and it looks like they're going back to the Cameronians. Are they 100%? Not entirely too sure. We're gonna find out. Will this episode be like seeing what's happening with Omega, or will we be focusing on the rest of the team and on them trying to get back? We're gonna find out. Go ahead.
How about this? How about this? The title of this episode is called Bounty Lost. So should we see? Let's see who gets it. Any predictions?
I
And it's
have a prediction. Just because you said that, no, because Bane has Omega. Are we going to see? And now, the other bounty hunter, the female one from Mandalorian,
Manic, Fennec.
Fennec, she could come into play in this episode, and there will be like bat or like um
Clash of Bounty
a
Hunters.
confrontation between her and Bane, because obviously she wants to, you know, take hold of the bounty. So that could be.
It very well could be.
Or bounty lost could mean that they intercept Bane from his final destination. So the bounty he won't be able to collect because he lost it. Now, granted, he's good with a gun, but is he good with a ship in a sense of maneuvering and getting out of the way? That could be it. Or it could be another player altogether.
Could be. Rich said he saw the episode this morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But he's not going to give us any spoilers. Bro, you've done the same thing sometimes.
Which way is it leaning towards? Is he leaning
When
towards?
when did I do that? When did I do that?
Not for our show, but for other times, you'd be like, I've already seen it. Like in private, where I'm like, did you see it? And you're like, yes, I have. I couldn't wait.
and all right, fine. You've done the same thing for me. But okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's our so bounty lost. That's our predictions. Do you have any prediction of that?
The Palpatine genes will activate and she'll start going Darth Lord Sith.
What? Okay.
All right. So lightning strikes. She strikes. Yes. Pain with the lightning.
She'll force strike lightning into their face
for every episode from here until the end.
Just keep going.
Then I'll be right, and Zoe will be pissed.
Poor Zoe. All right.
Let's do this.
So if you are watching with us, hopefully you had enough time to get it up and running by now.
I'm just going to change because I'm sorry that your audio on my end, I don't know about everyone else's, but my end is just coming crackling. So change it.
Well, that brings up a good question. People's in the chat. Do I sound crackly?
Not as much.
Must be my headphones.
Must be here.
Do I sound good? Do I sound like my normal lovely self? Please let me know.
You've got a little Barry White essence going in there somewhere.
Yes, that's called maturity.
It looks like a sleepy Barry White.
That's because I did wake up. So this is probably as close as you can get to my morning voice right now.
Right, so let's do it. Let's go.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
What up, Will Morris? We were just complimenting you on agreeing with us. Because of his communication. Anyways, on that note, hopefully you have the episode up and running. We're going to count down from 5 and on go. Hit play.
You sure?
Well, I have it up and running. I don't know about you.
I do. It's not up and running. It's up and prepared. But I'm saying, are you going to go 1? Or are you going to actually go to go?
I'm going to go to go. We've been consistent. We've been pretty good the last couple of times. That wasn't my fault.
Well, at least one of us saw Rhea.
I saw Rhea.
Yeah. Well, 2 of us out of 3. Raya, excuse me, Raya.
Which is funny. I was able to see it today.
Oh, you finally saw it?
Yes, I did. I agree with what you were saying. Or
after the review.
Oh, you agree with what we talked about?
Yeah, I did.
What we talked about? That's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was better than I thought.
Okay. And the time, right? The timing was actually 95 minutes instead of 2 hours.
Yeah, that's so deceitful. When you go in thinking it's going to be 2 hours, you have a different feel for it. I need to stop looking at the timestamps.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, it's Bad Batch. Their timestamp doesn't count. On that note, counting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Nicholas says he saw Rhea, but not on Disney Plus. Did you buy it, Nicholas? Were you a good, upstanding citizen? You don't have to answer that, honestly. We were patient. We did not get the
God darn it,
the Disney Plus deals, whatever. They
What's your timestamp? Because I did something wrong again.
30 seconds, 31, 2, 33, 34. Did it freeze for you?
Sort of. Oh no, what are you doing?
All right.
42,
What the heck?
43, 44, 45. If you need me to pause it.
26. Shish kebab. Where are you at now?
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
God darn it. What did I do that messed it up?
All right, I'm pausing.
All right. I'm at 105.
Now you're ahead of me.
6, 8. Okay. 10. Tell me when you're on 10.
No, all right. No, you're just 2 seconds ahead of me. I'm okay.
All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I did.
He was chewing me out. Ha ha.
But I did see. Oh, there he is.
So it's kind of they still obviously whatever happened is like shortly after. Crosshairs still has a scarring.
Well, it's just recent. It's probably
Yeah.
just like right after, right behind.
Why is it always like some of my favorite droids are smart. Smart Alex.
Is that Seth Green?
It might be. He does a lot of voice work. Oh, me. It's a stupid name.
Oh, your name is Omega.
For some reason, his intro music reminds me of Big Trouble in Little China. The doon doon doon, like when they introduced the three storms.
Yeah, but to me, it's just more Western, more
Big Bad and the Ugly. Clint Eastwood.
You take you take that noise out and the whistle. That's a good question. In the chat, if you've seen Big Bad, not Big Bad, Big Trouble in Little China, put a 1. If you have not seen Big Trouble in Little China, put a 2.
Okay. Okay, so this is is it all right, so it's confirmed it's them. Uh-oh. Little backstab.
Mm.
Wow.
Oh. Her voice. Oh.
So Nicholas has not seen Big Trouble in Little China.
Good one.
Yeah, Nicholas, we give that one a stamp of approval.
Boba. Excuse me. So she's a female Fett.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly. That's what she, honestly, that's what she sounds like.
No, her. I'm sorry. Her voice is. Ugh.
Of course. What's up, Philly? Did you have a safe travels, Philly? Feels backwards.
What's his name? This one?
This guy?
Oh, yeah, the droid's name. What's his name?
I forgot already. If anybody in the chat remembers the droid's name, please let us know. Oh, Toto.
Yep, that is Seth Green. That is Seth Green.
Mm.
Well, I know Zoe's all excited. That's not a Palpatine.
Yeah, that should be good for her. Absolutely.
But what if it wasn't? What if it's still Palpatine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that O sounded just like Seth Green right there. Now that I now hear it. Oh, it's always like, now I can erase the garbage sequel out of my mind. Now I know why people disliked it so much. I'm here.
How does she know how to do? That's a Ray thing. That's a Ray trait.
Or by Cook. You're coming with me.
It's not them. I bet you it's Finnick.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, you're a little ahead of me. Okay. I told you.
Technically, Kim also did.
Oh, she told you.
Hmm.
All right, you said that Finnick was going to show up. You said-
mhm.
Oh, sorry. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no money.
oh,
Okay. Clones. Is that?
Are these clones?
It looks like the same from the sequels. The same pods.
I guess maybe they are.
Oh boy. Dude,
But
seriously?
I mean, if it's the same technology as that's on Cameronian,
But dude, she doesn't know this. It's like Ray. It's just she's a prime. Is the omega. He if Boba was the alpha and she's the omega, but it doesn't mean it's actually a fet.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's just too much of Ray.
She's putting two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, Toto.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ah.
ah, yeah, exactly. I swear I thought she was gonna jump and float somehow. I thought she was gonna. Dude, playtime's over, boy. Oh, and his hat's still on. But she's wearing a helmet. How did I knock her out?
It
Oh, I didn't. Never mind.
should have planned it.
That's cool. You still see them fight in the background. This is reminiscent to Cloud City.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah.
I thought, I thought he was destroyed.
No, he just got knocked out the window.
Oh, dude, she is resourceful. I'll give her that. Nice. Like a turtle on a shell.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darn it. Kept moving the camera. Ooh. Oh. Oh, oh.
Oh, oh.
He did that before though in Clone Wars, right?
I think.
Oh, his hat.
Mm.
Yep, knew it.
He got there fast.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I had no idea where they were traveling originally until
Mm-hmm.
course.
Mm.
She basically slashed his tires.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, that makes sense.
All right. So she wasn't working with Boba Fett,
Mm-hmm.
a young version. She was working
No,
with
she's
another.
trying to protect Omega.
I think she's emotionally bonded to Omega.
Mhm.
Oh, man. Good. All right. So this episode may move some steps forward.
Finally.
Mm. I mean, the one thing I don't understand is why do they need to destroy her?
Well,
It's not like they needed to destroy Django.
right, but she's the Omega. If she is a Fett,
Yeah.
then do you have to remember that the Empire doesn't want to make any more clones. And
Mm-hmm.
so since she's like the purest, and if she's a Fett, then they have to destroy.
Well, remember they said
No,
that
they want her
th-
so they can
but they
continue
what they
making
were
clones.
having was degenerating, so they couldn't build anymore.
Right.
So Omega is basically pure to where they can use her and start basically over.
Yeah, because they want their business is cloning, and they want to be able to continue to clone her in order to, you know, keep producing high end clones.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. I was getting, they don't want to take her out. They just want to experiment on her. And the
yeah,
other one wants her safe.
yeah,
So, okay.
but
Sorry.
that's why I was wondering, like, if you're gonna need her sampling, eventually you're gonna run out like you just did before. So why would you want to destroy her? It makes no sense.
Well, probably not really destroy her, but like probably destroy her in the sense of like,
No, he said at the beginning, it was like harvest all the materials you need, and then eliminate the rest or something along those lines.
what, yeah, basically take what you need and eliminate the rest. I mean, basically there wouldn't be anything left or valuable left. You know,
It just
I
seems
mean,
like
what
you're
could they
just
what could they take? Just like a DNA, a blood sample, a
yeah.
tissue.
I mean, that's all they did with Django. Django, they didn't do much. He was like walking in and out like he donated plasma.
Right. So they just need good enough sample. They don't need her whole.
Exactly. But saying eliminate the rest is just seems like overkill, especially when you know that it's gonna eventually run out.
Hmm. Well, I mean, still we have what, 10 more episodes. So
No, that was episode 9. We have
It was the 16 or 19 episode.
16.
Okay.
So we're down to 7 more episodes. We're almost there, everybody. We're almost there. But at least this episode will have a highlight for Zoe. Uh, it is not a Palpatine.
We don't
So
know that yet. I'm still holding on to it because just because they called it Omega, I'm still gonna hold on to it.
he's dying hard for that validation.
Yeah. Yeah. What can I say?
He's
Yeah.
still keeping hope alive.
I'm
Keep,
gonna
keep
try.
that
Yeah.
keep that hope
It may
going.
it may not be true. It may be she may be a female Fett, but I'm gonna hold on to that. She's a female Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just saying she just knows everything, how to do everything. I mean, she just went to that another planet and knows how to operate the machines and stuff like that. I was like, what the heck? I was like, but and I'm saying Ray is the only one that we've seen do that. She just was able to connect with anything mechanical
I mean,
and communicate.
only thing I think of is that it's like this. If it is clones that they were looking at, and it's the same technology that was on, and that looked like a Cameronian,
They
mind you,
did.
in the
Mm-hmm.
pod. So she was one of their science advisors or whatever, working on the crew. So she would be familiar with the tech.
It just seems kind of. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I just find it fishy that two different
It's
on a
too
different planet
coincidental.
on, on a different planet.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know,
and Nicholas, you're not wrong. Technically, now she's Django's daughter. It's like Logan. X-23 was technically now Wolverine's daughter.
and Boba is the son.
So she has a brother. Technically, she has a lot of brothers. It's a big family.
Technically, Hunter is her brother, and Wrecker, and
Mm-hmm.
They're one big
they're all
happy
brothers. Yeah,
family.
they're all brothers
That's right.
to her.
She's the youngest sister, and they're all the bigger brothers,
And they're protecting her like
That's
they
probably why.
should.
That's
except,
probably why there's
except for
that
Crosshairs.
connection. Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
why they're protecting her because there's that bond that they can't put a hold on or whatever. They just it's that connection.
Mm,
Yeah, same thing with her where she felt connected to them right away. It was just because they're different. As they say, they kept
yeah.
repeating.
So, Rich says it's his last episode for a while. Unsure when he can watch again.
Why is that? Where's he going? What's happening?
He's got a trip going to the UK.
They have Disney Plus over there.
No, but he's moving, so the trip for moving and process. Yeah, sometimes that takes a lot.
Too much on the phone.
Well, I mean, at least this will give you an interesting perspective, Rich. Like you've just watched it week to week, and then when you come back and you start watching it again, you can binge watch the rest. Is it better binge? Is it more bingeable, or is it more episodic? I would say that for some
Right
parts,
now,
this is going to
episodic.
be bingeable. Will probably be better just to get it out. I mean,
Well, for me, it's very episodic, but on the season finale or series, are they going to continue? Not sure. Hopefully, they do.
mhm.
I'm definitely going to binge it until we see it because what we've been doing is watching the last week's episode just to feel the
Refresh.
pace, refresh, and
Mm-hmm.
be on the pace. But there's a good one. Anything that you saw, that you liked? I mean, I think we know what I liked, but Kim, what did you like that you saw?
Yeah, let's start with Kim. Kim, be so kind. What did you like?
The fact that I was right.
Yes.
Whatever.
She was excited for that validation.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I'm glad that panned out like, like I said it would.
No, that was it. That part.
Yeah,
That's,
pretty
that
much.
was her biggest highlight. Just the validation of being right.
I mean, come on, that's a big one, right?
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
I liked Okay, so Toto was a fun character. I
Hmm.
just like snarky androids. They're fun for me.
Hmm.
So off and on the screen, he's like a throwaway character, but he's a fun character for me. I enjoyed it. And I am quite sure I know what you like. The
And
Fennec.
what was it? I know. Well, it was a great to see her, but I just like the fights. The fight scene was cool. I just like also when she was trying to go to the pods and going down that ladder. Before she went down the ladder, you still see them fighting. So is they're still trying to get her,
Mm-hmm.
and they're fighting each other to. I appreciate that, and the whole fight scene with them was pretty intense. Um, we reacted when Bane was thrown off the cliff, thinking that he was going to meet his demise, but then he, you know, as always resourceful, he has the rocket jets on his feet, comes back up. So that was the fight scene for me was really good, and I appreciate that.
Nice. No, that it was a good scene, and as soon as I saw it, because I knew I was a second or two ahead of you, I'm like, oh, they're gonna be, and then it was exactly like you're like, oh. um, I will say this, just as a slight interruption. Zoe asked, "When are we having our Lifetime movie? Have you chosen anything yet, Kim, or are you still
No,
picking?"
No, Zoe, you need
she's
to
she's
help me. I'm I'm stuck.
no,
So
she's gonna let it go by. She's you know as
No, no,
I
no, because we
won
have what are we watching Sunday?
Sunday we
Yasuke.
have Yasuke,
Yasuke.
and if
Okay.
we're gonna do two, it's only 6 episodes if I'm correct. So we're gonna do 2 episodes a week, and
Mhm.
Can we do let's do three. Then we can just get it done sooner and then we can do the lifetime.
ooh, well, Zoe, are you being our only other female in the audience right now?
What about Stormy? Where's she at?
I don't know if she's in the chat.
Oh,
Okay, so jumping ahead, we're due three this Sunday, and then next week, since it's July 4th,
oh yeah,
it's like almost
a
always like
holiday.
it's a
Oh,
holiday. It's on a Sunday.
that's
Can we
true.
do it? Can we do it Monday an early time? And then we could
Yeah,
just
I can do it on Monday because technically I am off on Monday.
right. And you'll have a special guest on that day as well.
Okay.
We're coming over, dude.
You didn't say nothing to me in advance.
We're
Like
coming over.
I'm finding out now. Did you tell mom?
Yeah,
No,
I was gonna say you started acting like mom.
Like I'm
no, not
okay
yet.
with it, but my question is like, did you tell mom?
No, why? She has, what plans does she have?
No, that's just she. It's not that she has plans. She's always gonna be like,
She has to get ready.
She's like, I got to clean house.
She has to like.
I got to
She has to
barricade these
like.
areas for the dogs. I got to do this. You know
She's
how
got to
she's
clean
gonna
the
go.
floors.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be
But
a
anyway,
process.
we're gonna be there for the 4th of July. So we'll be there all together to watch.
A family affair.
Absolutely. Oh, is that?
It's a family
Oh, I thought
affair.
she was saying the Lifetime movie is called A Family Affair.
Oh no.
Hey, Stormy.
Oh, there she
I
is.
think she is.
Yeah, she says she loves some
Her ears
Lifetime movies.
her ears were burning.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a drinking game.
Oh,
But
oh, we
you're
should.
driving.
We should
You're
make up some
driving.
drinking rules for ourselves while watching it. It'd be
Well, how about this? Let's do a lifetime movie on that Saturday.
Okay. I just need some help as to, you know.
Honey, you have a full
Keem needs to
week.
buckle down and choose.
I know, but I need some ideas. I mean,
Honey, you just go to Netflix and just go like this. Lifetime inspired movies.
Angel's pretty much at the stage. He's like, you could just throw a dart at a board. No, Kim's like, I
I
want it to
know,
be
but this
good,
is
Christmas in
worthwhile.
yes,
Hawaii. Christmas in
but it's not
Hawaii.
Oh,
Christmas.
we're out of season.
But no, okay.
You mean
However, here you
Christmas
go.
in July?
Wait, is that a movie? Sounds like a Lifetime movie though.
It
Or or Fourth of July in Russia, something like that,
Mhm.
where the
No.
czar falls in love with an American tourist.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah, that does sound like one too. That actually reminds me of like old Disney. But I digress. Anyways, we're going way off subject.
But I'm just saying, let's just
Well,
we can iron it out on Sunday. We can iron it out on Sunday
mhm.
because we'll, like I said, on now I guess I'll tell mom. Uh, I'll let her know. So, oh, by the way,
Wait, does she
but
watch these?
but the thing is, it's okay. We have the key to the house.
Mom
So it's all
doesn't.
right.
This is true. He does have the key to the house, and no, mom doesn't watch these. Or
Okay,
no,
good.
wait, that's not true. She has been in the chat a couple times. So she and she came to me. She's like, you tell Bunda to be nice. I'm like, I can't. She's called you out, Bunda. I'm sorry. My mom has
Hey,
called you out.
hey, Buddha's here.
Bunda's
Hey, Buddha.
Bunda's been here. He's been keeping
Oh,
the chat going. Like I've saw he wants us to do an episode review on cops. Actually, that's not. I,
oh no, 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 no. You don't want to get you know who on talk about
An
cops.
episode on what? One episode or the whole season? What?
no, you can't do the whole thing because cops ran for a long
Too
time.
long. It's like 30 years old.
No, it'd be too long. But
That's why he had.
one
That's what
episode would be
Facebook is
fun.
for.
I used to love watching cops when I was younger. Let's see here. I was just making sure I didn't miss anybody on here. And Storm said, hello, everyone. Sorry about she's had a couple days busy at work and she's hoping everybody's well.
Hmm.
And Buna said he'd be terrified if Angel had a key to his house.
You mean angle? Apparently, he can't
I don't
spell.
know. No, he spelled. Oh no, that I'm sorry. I was gonna say he fixed the spelling, but Zoe did. And
Thank you, Zoe.
and then let's see here. Back to Star Wars, shall we? What would you
So he's
rate the
so he's
movie?
being hate. He's being again.
Yeah.
Being haters gonna hate. It's okay. I'm sorry. Say that again, Alan.
What would you rate this episode?
4.5.
Uh, Without hesitation.
It moved the story forward. We found out a little bit more of Omega.
Mm-hmm.
You had a great fight scene with Fennec and Bane. You had some comic relief with Toto and or Toto because every time he said a name, I'm thinking of Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
You had more of the Cameronians, what they're dealing. And you see where the who's loyal to
Mm-hmm.
who. So you have one loyal to Omega. You have one loyal to
The empire or
Empire or to
the
their
cause of the empire.
or
Mhm.
yeah.
No,
Well,
well,
not really
more.
the cause.
Yeah.
More they're loyal to themselves because they want to make. They had a good business. They want to keep the business going. They need Omega to have that business going
Yeah.
if they want to. So because they can. The thing is, if the Empire wants to close down them, they can still sell the clones to another, in the black market, what have you.
Ooh, I never thought about that.
So they can keep it going, right? Because again, the
That
Empire,
makes her even more valuable if that's the case.
right? Because the Empire wants no more. They want to, and the clones, they want to be have regular people. But there are some people out there who maybe the rebels, that forms up. They can sell to them. They can, so
Yeah.
you know,
I'm gonna get to your rating, Kim, but I gotta ask this: does anybody ever know? Is the Cameronians the only ones that deal with cloning? Because I feel like like how when you get like knockoff phones, they look almost identical. They're just slightly degraded. And in the Star Wars universe, are there like other than Cameronians that do cloning? Maybe like they try to clone the clone, and then
well,
you have your
we did.
knockoff clones.
Well, we did. Well, they can answer, but we, who doesn't do the books, we saw um in the sequels they tried.
Hmm.
and failed. They got one right, which I still don't think, I don't know how that Palpatine is a clone, but they say he's a clone. But it makes no sense. Anyway. Um,
Oh, so that wasn't the Cameroonians' work trying to do the Palpatine. That was like other people.
well, yeah. Did you remember like it was people like in robes, like they're like cult followers or they're a part of a cult of the Sith,
I guess, yeah.
and there or there are Sith scientists who are not of the Sith, what have you.
Well, I thought that was more an issue of just like not being able to do the actual Metachlorian thing. Like they like because he had obviously Ray had parents that weren't deformed.
No, but one of them is not a true clone, right? So we don't know who they were. So that now we have to find out who were the clones because we have people in the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
We have people in the Mandalorian who can do cloning because that's what they're trying to get Grogu.
True,
Mm.
So, but that's a
but
big time difference. You have a
the,
New
the
Hope.
the ones that
Yeah,
we saw were not looking that good.
no, but what I'm saying is though, right? They were still testing because it was that long ago. So apparently they did succeed somewhere somehow. But we have this is happening before A New Hope, and the
Mm.
Mandalorian is after Return of the Jedi. So there's a big, like, what, 20, 30 years of that time frame of them to succeed.
Mm.
So that'd be kind of interesting to find out, like, how. Because remember, you had a scientist that was from, you had the same patch of the scientist of the Cameronians. He was wearing a white suit. He had glasses, as in the Mandalorian, that is. Apparently, they were able to do it. But how? I guess we'll find out.
Maybe
And
next
I'm just,
time on Dragon Ball
yeah.
Z. No, I'm just kidding. Kim, what's your
Uh,
rating on this one?
$4.25.
Oh wow, this is turning into your favorite episode so far for both of you.
wow, that's because she got the answer. She was able to pick it out.
I mean,
Yeah, I was able to figure it out
Fennec out.
beforehand.
She was able to fennec it out.
There you go. I finished it.
that's right.
Yes.
And you?
Um, I would say 3.7.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Why
why so
why not?
low?
But not that. Why not 7.5? Like in quarters.
It's a 1/10 and a quarters. I like this the same thing.
Anyway, but why for you
I mean, it's a fun
that low?
episode. In many aspects. I was kind of hoping that I didn't like the fact that she got back to the Bad Batch so quickly. I would like them to like. Yes, it did carry the story on a little bit more, but it makes me feel like next week's episode is not going to carry the story. Like next week's episode is going to go back to filler
Mm-hmm.
that are going to do like back to the usual. If they didn't get her back, then we would have had a more extensive plot line in that sense. So it just didn't feel right for me. Like if Fennec got a hold of her and now we have not just Cad, but also the Bad Batch, and now they're focusing on. So you have a three-way focal point. Or if she's just like say lost, like in the title, she's just not there at all anymore. She's stranded somewhere. Now all three of them are trying to zero in on her. You know?
Mm.
And that would have been at least I thought that would have been a little bit more interesting as a
I mean,
twist.
yeah, I do agree with you that they got there really fast
They
Mm-hmm.
did.
because, well, I mean, of course, light speed, but
But like you said,
I mean,
they didn't
there,
really know where she was and like
yeah, because she could,
pinpointing exactly how she was coming in.
right, because they could have been traveling in a whole different direction. It's not like, Omega's here and they're
It
traveling
would.
this way. They could have been traveling that way.
I think it would have been more believable in the sense of like if Finnick would have gotten her and her and Finnick, Omega and Finnick got away, because that way then it would have been then have the Bad Batch come in and take Omega, because that way I think it would evolve the story a little bit more in perspective of, because Finnick just basically said, well, to the Camelorian, like, well, if you need me anymore, then you know where to find me. So basically, she's out. You know,
Mhm.
she's out of the story now.
Until they decide to bring her back in for the fun of it. And then
Well, yeah.
I would say, to piggyback on what Zoe's saying here, it's like 5 men and a baby.
Zoe is like, I'm sorry, I'm just reading the thing. Zoe is like, she really hates Omega. She's
Yeah.
not really, she's
I mean,
like,
I can understand where Zoe's coming from. She is kind of annoying. Her voice,
her
Omega,
voice.
like, oh my God, really? She's almost like a little valley girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing about it is that we always forget is the sense that and she even said it, that she's just a kid
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, but she's this kid that supposedly has this bigger role and everybody's trying to. She's like the elephant in the room, but everybody wants to ignore the elephant. Everybody wants to downplay the elephant.
But
It's just,
for me, it's the voice.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's the
voice
biggest
is
thing.
like,
Because
that is
even I
really
made
good.
a joke about her voice.
It's just, it's,
It sounds nasally.
I'm Omega. It's just, I just kind of like the voice. Yeah, she is Rich. You're right. She is only a kid. It's just maybe the different voice, and her accent is
But
so strong.
she's one of those kids that, like, you like because they're not a baby and they're not too old, that you can still interact. But then after a while, once you start getting to know them, once you start spending time with them, you're like, okay, when is time for your parents to come and pick you up? Because
No,
It's like, this is
until
no,
why I
then,
only
I'm not.
babysit you.
Yeah.
And
see, for
Zoe
me,
says in here, she's like, if they left her at a gas station, she would be okay with that.
I agree with Will on that. That they should have casted a kid.
Well, she is a kid.
No,
No, the
not
actual voice
not
actor.
not the actor,
Oh.
not the actress.
Mm-hmm.
The actress is a
Mm-hmm.
a woman. She's Asian,
But okay, so how old is she
Australian.
supposed to be? It's
She's
just,
like, to me, she's like between 9 to 12.
She might be like, yeah, she could be like 11 or like 10 years old or something like that.
She's around 9,
I
12.
think she's older than, I think she's older than 9, but like, she seems like an 11 or 12-year-old.
she's supposed to be like somewhat like a mature, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
11-year-old.
She hasn't had
she
puberty
was
hit yet.
she has that experience in a sense, like she's she was a medical assistant,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so she has that stuff. Her knowledge of things, I guess,
It's like when you
went
have one of
fast for
those
her.
professional child chefs. Like, you ever seen like
Hmm.
those chef cooks and like whatnot, and you go like,
Right.
oh, a kid cooking, yeah, they're gonna make an omelet or something like that, like scramble some eggs, and then they come out with like this Michelin star meal, and you're like, Jesus,
Hmm.
child.
Well, Rich, I have to disagree with you in a sense. No one actually hires kids unless it's a live action family show or film. Um, we just saw Raya and the Last Dragon, and Boan. They, there's a kid, and they actually used a kid that matched the age to do the voice. Usually with a boy, they usually have a girl
Mm-hmm.
do a boy's voice. Bart Simpson to be, for example.
Yeah.
But they actually used a boy for Boan for that movie, and it matched pretty well.
But would it be
Does
different for a show
anybody here speak
versus a movie?
Spanish?
Ooh, what?
Well, the not really, because during a filming, you know, or live action, what have you, a lot of times what happens, they the voice actors, they say the lines, right? They say the lines, the animation, then it happens, and then they come in again to say the lines again to match the lips or make
Mm,
some corrections. So like
okay.
the do a film usually takes 2 to 4 years on in the animation sense.
Okay.
So that could have happened. But again, Raya and the Last Dragon was done in such a different way and fast paced because it was done during pretty much during COVID, where
Well, and the
everyone was
animation's different too.
animation. Yeah, the animation is different, but still, like animation in a sense, computer, what have you,
Mm-hmm.
does take that long anyway. And this was kind of rushed,
Mm-hmm.
or and it was done well. But I'm just saying they, I guess, like they were home because everything was done remotely, pretty
Yeah.
much. The
I just
voice
wonder. I
acting,
don't
the
understand the
animation.
accent though. Why have the child have an accent, like a
Because
New
it's supposed
Zealand
to be,
accent?
because that's what the
Well, that's
uh
Django.
Django,
Oh,
all
that's
that
what he
Django
has.
has
the
that,
yeah.
but his, but it's like her accent is so strong. Boba's
Mm-hmm.
Because her
wasn't,
DNA is pure, so she has a pure accent. Makes no sense. Let's be
but
honest.
but
Like
Boba
your DNA
Boba
has nothing to do with your accent.
but
Mm-hmm.
Boba, right? It deals with your surroundings,
Yes,
so she should sound more like
the Cameronians, if anything.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
slower, low in an octave.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know if that would be like lower in octaves. Like I'm Omega.
But I'm just saying though, like the pace should be slower. And again, you copy what you're around constantly. It shows around
Mm-hmm.
them. But remember again, Boba's voice wasn't like that. His
True.
accent wasn't that strong.
Well, at least Bobo had a chance to be raised with Django for a while, so he could have
No,
picked up the
right,
accent.
right, but exactly. But Django didn't have that strong of an accent either.
Yeah,
He had an accent. Yes, he did, but it wasn't like that.
and then Zoe says they could cast a child to voice the character. She doesn't
Hmm.
see why not. And who knows? That would probably like you could tell like the tone. The voice is a very big thing. I've talked to people where
Hmm.
they listen to other people and
Hmm.
the tone of the voice, the accent and whatnot. All those things play a factor into naturally how you vibe in that discussion. So that
Well, I mean,
that could make a difference. Not to no offense to the main actress,
right.
that is doing the voiceover work,
Hmm.
but in this case, it doesn't seem natural. In That's probably why we're all like really not liking the character, in the subconscious level.
Right.
Um,
I mean, I just don't like the voice.
mhm.
That's the thing. I mean, the character to me is fine, but her voice is just the one that's
Yeah, and then Will Morris
bringing
says
it
like
back.
Michelle Ang is actually a good actress, but
Hmm.
something about the character just isn't landing. I'm
Right.
going with the tone. Like the tone of the voice is probably where it's not landing, and it's
Yeah.
just consistent enough that we're like, it's just breaking away the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Bunda says we can watch the '90s X-Men cartoon, which actually I don't hate that idea. X-Men cartoon was legit, except for season 5 when they started doing the animation in Philippines. Um, yeah, no, they changed where they were doing the animation for X Men in the last season.
I
You
like
can see
I,
the art style change.
I like the Wolverine and the X Men.
That was a fun show.
That was good, and
Yeah,
it went with
and X
they
Men Evolution was fun too.
yeah, but the X Men and Wolverine and the X Men takes story from Days of Future Past. That was fun. That was their influence, part of the influence for that show. That was
Okay, I
cool.
can see that. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, X Men definitely holds a fond place. And like I looked back at the animation on that, and it's choppy. It looks
Well,
great, but it's also
we should
choppy.
what we should watch is actually the first X Men OVA one shot.
Yo, I did watch that like in clips.
It's good.
Yeah, dialogue, questionable, but the
Well,
animation,
yeah,
straight up
that's when
anime style.
it was good. Like they have the
Kim's like, I don't know what we're
Kitty
talking about.
Pride. Yeah, Kitty Pride is comes in to Xavier to be to
It looked like Jim Lee's X Men on page.
yes,
Yeah,
and Wolverine's voice was awesome. Whoever did his voice for that Wolverine,
they gave him an Australian accent.
that was good and had like little uh it was also a little animalistic, like he'll talk and have like He'll have that,
Yeah.
which
So
makes more sense. Even though he's Canadian, but yeah, the Australian accent, and that's what the Juggernaut was yes, Juggernaut was the villain.
oh, they had the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants there. So they had all
Hmm.
the big ones. Um, but ooh, we're gonna parking lot that. I gotta find that one, and that I'd like that. I would totally watch that. I'm sorry, guys.
That's
We're gonna watch that one day.
that's a good one.
I
Yeah.
apologize in advance because I know it could be cheesy on that one, but and that was the original pilot for the show. And then
Was it?
yeah,
Was it?
it
Because
was a
I
pilot
think it was
episode.
way before. I think it was way before because Stan Lee.
It wasn't that far ahead actually, and it was a pilot for the series, and it didn't pick up. So then they went a different route, and then
Hmm,
it was actually like a few years difference. I have to double check, but
I don't. I had it on VHS one time.
oh, you did. I remember. That's how
Yeah.
I first watched it.
Oh,
It's
oh,
like we're
well,
dating
so
ourselves right now. We had the VHSs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Stan Lee did like an intro because just
Mhm.
like
He was
Spider-Man
supposed
and Amazing
he
Friends.
was supposed to do intro for each episode, just the same. Hmm.
Oh wow.
Yep. But anyways, we have
Hmm.
severely gotten off subject again. We're okay with this. Anyways, um, so just to
Yes.
bring it back home, this Sunday we will do Yasuke.
Yes.
Uh, Angel brought up a good point about the holiday, so we'll knock it down to 3 episodes in a night. It's only like 20 some minutes long, so we can actually go through them pretty quick, like we did with Van Damme. And then
So
Mm-hmm.
that way,
what exactly is Yasuke?
A Black Samurai.
Uh,
it's an anime
It's an
about
anime.
based on a true story,
Mm-hmm.
rough,
And
loosely.
loosely on it. And you had the voices, American actors doing the voices. The one actor, he's in that HBO Max film. I can't remember, something with the Black Panther. He's part of that. He
Something
was
with
in
a Black
he was in
Panther.
Uncut Gems. He was in Uncut Gems.
mm.
He was the guy trying to deal with the basketball player. He was the middleman, the basketball player, and Adam Sandler's character.
Oh, okay.
Good, you got that
And
reference because I could not help. I did not see that movie, so
no, she saw that.
Oh,
It's a good film
you
with
need to,
Uncut
yeah,
Gems.
you need to watch it. You guys need to do a review. There you go, Tales of Two Bros.
No, there's no action in it. Some deaths, but yeah.
I know, but it's a good
No, it's a good
talk.
film. It's
It's
a
a
good one.
good
mm,
film to talk about.
maybe a fun one to talk
Yeah,
about.
and it's not comedic.
No,
So don't think
I
it's
heard it's not at all.
but he's done Adam Sandler has done some really good work as in serious roles like Uncut Gems, Rain on Me, and
That one's really
Spanglish.
interesting, though.
Spanglish.
Yeah,
He
that
did
one's
he did
good.
another
That's a
he did
funny.
another one too before that. Something Love. Uh, can't remember.
50 First Dates?
No, it's a comedy. No, he it's a serious one. It's I'll figure it out.
Yes. So
But anyway,
tomorrow I am doing my cooking stream. I am gonna stop by Dollar Tree. I still have some of the stuff, but this week I ate some of the stuff that I bought last time. So,
What?
well, I took $10. I went down to Dollar Tree. I'm like, I'm gonna cook a meal off of $10 Dollar Tree. So
Ah,
I'm gonna go and the stuff that I ate from last time, I'm just gonna replenish. If they don't have it, then I have to get something different. So
oh, like Dollar Tree doesn't have any like fresh food though.
they have stuff in their freezer stuff.
yeah, we've already established I buy eggs from Dollar Tree. So they have other stuff too that's available to use. And then they
Mhm.
have stuff you can make and not produce. So I'm going to see if I can make um, at least 2 meals out of the Dollar Tree items I can get for $10. So like $10, so basically like $5 a meal if I can pull that off. Um,
Mhm.
and then, so that'll be tomorrow, Dollar Tree cook off for myself. Sunday is going to be Yasuke. And then next weekend, we're going to have the same thing for
Oh,
Sunday.
but you gotta remind about, was it Wednesday, right? What's
Game night?
right?
And
Loki.
Loki in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yes, keep forgetting about it.
Loki in the morning and game in the
Punch.
evening.
Sorry, Punch Drunk Love is the other serious movie that Adam Sandler did. It had good reviews. Punch Drunk Love.
Never watched it.
Yeah, neither have I. Neither have I.
And then, so by this Sunday, we'll figure out what's going to go on for the holiday weekend. And then hopefully Kim might have an idea for
Yes,
a
I need some
lifetime.
ideas. I need ideas.
Honey,
I need
do your diligence
Due diligence.
and due diligence.
If you have a suggestion for Kim on
Thank
what she should
you.
watch in
Thank
for the
you,
lifetime,
Alon.
put it in the
It's not
comments
right.
below.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Doesn't mean that she has to use it.
No.
It may point her in the right direction.
Help me! Throw me a life jacket. I'm drowning.
Oh, she's gonna pick something that's gonna.
Did I really say I was drowning?
I'm just saying.
She's really gonna pick something
There's
now.
so much out there. How about High School
No,
musical?
nobody didn't ask you.
Actually, we've had some people that follow the channel that actually have a High School Musical. You know, they have a show now. High School Musical. I can't even say the full name. It's like High School Musical, the series, High School Musical, or something like that.
On Disney, right?
On Disney, yeah, they're actually reviewing that too.
Wait, didn't like one of the actors like died or from that show?
On the show, on the movie?
No, I think
Or he committed suicide or something like that?
You're talking about Glee?
Or maybe Glee.
I was like, wow, that just went dark quick.
Sorry.
It's like it was a cheery show. Didn't someone die on that and they committed suicide? I'm like,
What's
way
high
to go,
school?
Disney.
High school's dark.
No, but I think not committed suicide, but died from Glee. It was an actress.
Zoe,
yeah.
Zoe clarified
said
it was Glee. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And Zoe suggested that Kale Kwako, I probably mispronounced that name, Lifetime movie.
Okay.
Is it Kwako? Kwako? Did you? Kuko.
Kelly Cook. Oh, the girl from Big Bang.
Yeah, I don't know what movie she's talking about.
Oh, yeah, because she was in what's that stewardess, the airplane.
Oh, that's not. But that was
Wait, that's a show on HBO.
Max.
Yeah, she was in that. That was pretty good.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But Kelly Kuko, she probably did before she became big, she probably did some Lifetime stuff.
Bunda, if I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh, it's only going to be the OG Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just saying, that was my jam, and then all the other Yu-Gi-Ohs I was not a fan of. I never played the game, by the way. I have friends that do, but I've never done it. But either way, I am gonna say we've probably gone the distance here.
Yeah.
As you see, I'm fading.
Angel's fading. Kim's actually very alert right now.
I know she's because she got her second win because her prediction was correct.
Listen, I've seen second and third when we started, she was like, and I'm like, "What's your prediction?" She's like, "This is what we're gonna do. This is what's gonna happen." And she was so excited, and then when it happened, she's like, "Oh my god!"
I told you.
Yeah, she was right on that.
Yes.
There we go. Fantastic. Well, thank you again for my brother and Kim, who Kim is now adopting the film combatant, and Angel is going to be Tales of Two Bros to represent our channel.
Again, go to Tales of Two Bros. I have two. It's been taking so long because of editing this, but anyway, 2 episodes are up. Our review of Army of the Dead and a review of Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we're doing a review, or I'm editing a review of Jean-Claude Van Johnson. And there's other stuff that come up too. But so be on the lookout for that.
Absolutely. And then we already listed our schedule like 10 minutes ago, maybe 5 minutes ago. But other than that, thank you for joining us. Everybody in the chat, I love how you guys keep the communication going on and off subject. It's hilarious to me, and
Sort of like us.
yes, it is very much like us. So you're one of us.
There you go. Yes.
And
And we love you.
I do hope to see you all here again, not only for Star Wars, but for the other streams that we do. I enjoy having our conversations. And as always, continue watching anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent.
Until next time.
Bye.